My name is Cheryl Canning, and I am a resident of West Greenwich.
How long have you lived here?
17 years.
What was it like moving here?
It was initially too rural for my taste, but my husband Tom truly liked the ruralness, and we decided to buy land and build a home. And I absolutely love West Greenwich, and I love the ruralness, and I love the people. It's the people and the friendliness and quaintness about the town that truly make it quaint.
What existed like when you moved here or while you were moving here? Were there a lot of stuff or was there not a lot? What was it like?
Pretty much what's here now, other than a street added off of the street that I live on, a small plat. Other than that, it was pretty much the West Greenwich shopping mall, which is still here, and that's the big attraction in town. There hasn't been much development as far as commercial buildings, so it's pretty much remained the same.
Has the population grown at all?
I believe it did initially with the construction in new homes, but when the economy turned, I noticed a lot more people moving out of West Greenwich and a lot more homes for sale. I think the population personally has decreased.
Okay. I know you built a house out here, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When you built your house, I know you live on a lot of land, right?
Yes, 5.5 acres.
Were there a lot of houses around you? Was the neighborhood being developed? What was going on with that?
The neighborhood wasn't being developed. The people that already resided on the street had been there years before we came along. The lot that we bought was deeded to a gentleman in California. His dad had passed away and deeded him the land, but he had no interest in coming back to Rhode Island to live because he loved the California warmth and the sun and surf. So he sold the land to us.
Wow, that's interesting. Where did you live before this?
I lived in Warwick.
How does life here compare to Warwick life?
It's more relaxing here. It's not a big city with a lot of hustle and bustle and an increased population, and I like the quaintness and the ruralness about the town.
Is the mentality different out here than in Warwick?
People are friendlier here, and it's easier to get to know people here because they're more receptive to meeting you and actually have time. When I first moved out here, it actually reminded me a little bit of northern New England in Maine and New Hampshire, where people just say good morning and hello. Even though they don't know you, they always greet you, and that's what I like about West Greenwich.
Okay. I know there's some old legends and stuff in West Greenwich. Did any of those interest you when you moved out here? Did you find out anything about them?
I heard that there was, off of Seth Brown Road, I heard that there was a cemetery where an actual witch was buried and I believe was murdered. And we also heard that Jesse James actually spent time in West Greenwich. I bought a book about the town of West Greenwich for Uncle Tom one year for Christmas. I have yet to read it though, so I don't know anything more than that.
Okay. Do you regret moving out here?
Absolutely not.
Is there anything you would change about the town?
Sometimes I think that it would be nice to have street lights on 102 so you could see your street better, but I think that would actually change the whole picturesque scene of West Greenwich, and it would make it more like a city with street lights and stoplights. So I can't say there is anything more that I would do out here in West Greenwich.
Do you believe EWG has evolved at all since you've been living out here? Because you've been living out here for quite a long time.
I believe it has evolved in that the town itself always tries to preserve the land out here. I actually went to a meeting maybe 5 years ago to voice my opinion and vote to preserve the open space in West Greenwich. And that's one thing that I treasure about the town, is that there is a minimum of 2 acres to build a home. And I just like that space and the ruralness of it.
That's good. And lastly, what is your favorite thing about living here?
The people.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.